Welcome you. Today, we're doing a deep dive into a really extraordinary document, Carta Themelui's E Projectit GAIA. That's the foundational charter of Project GAIA. And look, this isn't presented as just some utopian fantasy. It's framed as an urgent, almost existential necessity for humanity.
Absolutely.
So our mission is to unpack its core philosophy, its seriously grand design, and this multi-millennial plan it lays out.
And it's striking because it targets two, what it calls critical threats for any mature civilization. The post-scarcity paradox and the unsupervised technoceleration crisis.
Right.
It's essentially offering a blueprint for us to, well, transcend our current challenges, to find a completely new, and frankly, profound purpose.
Okay, let's start with that diagnosis then, the post-scarcity paradox. It sounds, well, paradoxical. What exactly is this sickness of the victor they talk about?
It is a bit counterintuitive, yeah. The idea is once we've basically solved survival, food, shelter, all that, we risk facing this emptiness. Yeah, a silence of an existence without a clear purpose. It warns we could slide into trivial hedonism, just filling time.
Okay, I see. And the second crisis, the unsupervised technoceleration one.
That's about our tools getting ahead of our wisdom, basically. Think advanced AI, genetic engineering, tools with almost divine power, as the charter puts it. Without a strong, shared ethical direction, the risk is they become, well, incredibly destructive. Unintentionally, maybe, but destructive nonetheless.
So those are the big problems. What's the proposed solution? This Natyraliteti cosmic naturalism. How does that help?
It's presented as a practical framework, not just abstract philosophy, and it rests on three core axioms, kind of like foundational beliefs.
Okay.
First, the foundational mandate of life. This inherent drive life has to expand, to organize chaos into order. It just does that.
Like a fundamental law of nature.
Exactly. Second, consciousness as life's agent. This positions humanity, specifically our consciousness, as the universe sort of waking up to itself. We become the directors of that first mandate.
I see. And the third?
Technology as a biological tool. This one's key. It says our tech isn't separate from nature, it is nature, like a bird building a nest or us building a gene sequencer. It's life expressing itself using new tools.
Oh, that actually ties it all together quite neatly. It gives us a job, a cosmic purpose. Use our tech to help life fulfill that mandate, but on a, well, cosmic scale.
Precisely. It shifts the goal from mere survival or comfort to active, conscious creation across the galaxy.
Which brings us to Projecti Yggdrasil.
Yeah.
This sounds absolutely massive. A spiral trunk traveling through the galaxy. What are we picturing here?
Yeah, it's engineering on an unimaginable scale. The idea is our solar system isn't static, it's moving. So Yggdrasil isn't a fixed place, but a kind of permanent structure we leave in our wake. A river of artificial life.
Okay.
It has two main parts. Inside Alfheim, these castle gardens, basically hollowed out asteroids, huge ones, spun for Earth-like gravity, each with unique biomes, real living spaces.
Like little worlds.
Exactly. And outside, Jotunheim, the industrial powerhouse. Harvesting resources from places like the Kuiper Belt, building materials, water ice, fuel, everything needed to sustain Alfheim and expand.
The thing that really jumped out at me was the the atmospheric river, a breathable corridor between these habitats. How?
It's maybe the most revolutionary concept, yeah. Imagine vast electromagnetic containment fields holding a literal corridor of breathable air and light stretching potentially millions of kilometers.
So you could just fly between worlds.
On mechanical wings, as the charter poetically puts it. No need for sealed ships for routine travel between nearby Alfheim habitats. It's open-air interstellar living, in a sense.
It's hard to even picture. Okay, so this whole thing takes millennia. Where does it start? Phase I, simulimi.
Phase I is healing the cradle. It's the first 50 years. Focus is entirely on Earth. Global unification, yes, but also the grand restoration. Humanity consolidates into arcologies, self-sufficient, high-density cities. This allows, and this is critical, returning 95% of Earth's surface to nature. It's a proof of concept, showing we've matured ethically.
And governance changes, too.
Drastically, to guardianship governance. An AI, Kronos, handles the complex administration, freeing humans. And there's a covenant of life, focusing policy on ecosystem health. Actions working against life, entropic ideologies, are treated as serious crimes.
So if work as we know it fades because of post-scarcity, what do people do? What's this post-work renaissance feel like?
It's about liberation, fundamentally. Education shifts to cultivating cosmic gardeners, people deeply connected to life's mandate, not just cogs in an economic machine. Think new art forms, ecological art on a planetary scale, gravitational choreography using variable gravity and habitats. It fosters what they call a culture of deep time.
Deep time.
Thinking in terms of consequences 10,000 years down the line. A profound shift from short-term thinking to long-term galactic stewardship.
Wow. Okay, this deep dive. It really lays out a comprehensive, almost intimidatingly ambitious response to some huge questions about our future. It's offering humanity a whole new identity, isn't it?
It really is. The ultimate opportunity, as Gaia Naturalism sees it, is transforming the Milky Way, taking it from a, quote, silent desert into a living, breathing organism, with us as conscious agents of that creation.
A huge vision.
It leaves you with a powerful question, really. What kind of legacy do you want humanity to leave, not just on Earth, but in the cosmos? Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, so today we're looking at a future that sounds, well, almost too good to be true.
Right. Think about it. No more war, everything automated, plenty of resources for everyone, utopia achieved.
But there's a catch. Apparently, this peak moment for humanity brings its own problems, this kind of deep emptiness.
Exactly. Our sources are pointing to two big emerging crises. First, something called the post-scarcity paradox. Basically, societies without big challenges tend to stagnate, get a bit lost in trivial stuff.
Okay, I can see that. And the second?
That's the unsupervised technoacceleration crisis. We have these incredibly powerful tools, AGI, nanobots, gene editing, like God-level stuff. But without a clear ethical framework, what should we do with them? It's risky. Could go wrong fast.
So, massive power, but no direction. Got it. Which brings us to our focus for this deep dive, Project GAIA.
Yes, GAIA. It's presented as this huge, millennia-long answer to both those problems stemming from this group, the Human Visions Collective.
And the foundation of GAIA is a philosophy.
Yeah, called cosmic naturalness. It totally reframes the question. Instead of just asking, what can we build? It asks, what should we build?
How so?
It challenges that old idea that nature and technology are separate.
Right.
It argues technology is just life doing its thing, an extension of biology.
Okay, that's a big idea. What's it built on?
3 core axioms. First, the fundamental mandate of life. Life inherently wants to expand. It takes chaotic stuff, high-entropy energy, and turns it into organized structures, low-entropy order.
So life is basically anti-chaos, a building force.
Pretty much. It's the universe's main way of creating complexity, like a silent drive in everything alive.
And us, humans, where do we fit?
Axiom 2. Consciousness is life's agent. We're the first species, as far as we know, with technological consciousness. So we shift from just being products of evolution to becoming its conscious directors.
So we're meant to guide life's expansion intelligently.
That's the idea, which leads to the third axiom, technology as a biological tool. All that advanced tech, AGI, robotics, genetics, it's not some alien invasion.
It's just life's newest toolkit, like a bird building a nest, you said in the outline.
Exactly like that, just way more advanced. So for you listening, this whole philosophy aims to give us a shared purpose again, solving the meaning crisis and giving us ethical guardrails for our tech.
A purpose beyond just surviving or consuming. Okay, powerful stuff. How does that translate into, like, an actual plan?
Right, the plan. That's Project Yggdrasil. Forget colonizing planets in the old way. This is different. It's a permanent living structure.
Living?
Yeah, like a monument that grows, built along the spiral path our solar system takes through the galaxy. It moves with us.
Whoa. Okay, what does it look like?
It has 2 main parts, or trunks. The inner trunk is Alfheim. Think hollowed-out asteroids from the main belt, spun for gravity.
Like O'Neill cylinders, but asteroids.
Sort of, yeah. Garden castles, they call them. Each with unique biomes inside jungles, forests shielded by rock, protected gardens.
Cool. And the outer trunk?
Jotunheim. That's the engine. A massive industrial complex out near the Kuiper Belt. It uses self-replicating robots.
Self-replicating von Neumann style.
Exactly. Harvester fleets that mine ice, methane, ammonia out there, process it all into resource rods to fuel the whole structure.
Okay, massive scale. But you mentioned something truly wild, the atmospheric river.
Ah, yes. This is maybe the most amazing bit. They propose using phased plasma grids to create these invisible electromagnetic fields, like force walls between the garden castles.
And these walls, they hold in air.
A whole breathable atmosphere, yeah, across millions of kilometers of open space between the asteroids. So you could literally fly, maybe with mechanical wings, from one biome to another. No suit needed.
That's incredible. Just open space flight between worlds.
Mind-bending, right.
Yeah.
And humanity's role changes completely. We stop being focused on just survival or expansion and become garden keepers.
Curators, artists, ecosystem designers.
Exactly. Nurturing life becomes the central activity.
This is obviously not happening tomorrow. What's the timeline?
It's millennia long. Phase 1, the first 50 years, is about healing Earth, moving into sustainable arcologies, basically proving we're responsible enough.
Step 1, fix our own mess. Sensible.
Phase 2, next 150 years or so, use Mars as a test bed for large-scale terraforming and build the first prototypes out in the asteroid belt. Alfheim 001.
Testing the tech. Then the main event.
Phase 3, grand construction. That takes potentially 5,000 years, building Yggdrasil segment by segment.
5,000 years, okay? And after that?
Phase 4, the final step, is called the gift, gradually releasing completed sections of Yggdrasil to become fully autonomous, self-sustaining ecosystems evolving on their own.
Wow. We build it and then let it go live its own life.
That's the vision, transforming the galaxy from, a mostly empty desert into a vibrant, interconnected garden.
Which leaves a huge question at the end. What happens to us in this future? Do we become something else, the caretakers, or just fade back into the life we've spread?
Yeah, that's the ultimate question the project leaves open. Transcendence, stewardship, dissolution. Your legacy, it suggests, won't be empires.
But life itself, a leaf on a new world, a pulse in the silence. Definitely something to chew on.
Welcome you. Today, we're doing a deep dive into a really extraordinary document.